Hello everyone, welcome to Vic's Tarot Guidance. Welcome if you're new and welcome if you are returning to this channel. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And for those of you who are here interested in booking personal tarot readings with me, I'm here to let you know that all the information about it is listed in the description box below this video. So before we get into this video today, I have a quick little announcement to make, which is we have a new kitten. This one, she is super adorable, super cute, a little bit afraid right now. But yeah, we got her. We didn't really get her. She found us by going across the street on the main road when we were sort of going somewhere. And we've had her for about a day and a half now. So her name is Michiko. Oh no, she's sniffing sage there. The reading today is going to be a little bit chaotic, let's call it that. It's going to be a bit all over the place, and I'm going to keep it a little bit shorter, so about 15 minutes for a particular group, so that I can focus up on Michiko here as well. So yes, let's get into it. She already messed up group number one a bit. So we have 3 groups to choose from today. All of these are going to be origami flowers. So group number 1 here is going to be this green origami flower. Group number 2 today is going to be this pink origami flower. And for group number 3 here we have the blue origami flower for you guys. The theme for today is what are their thoughts and feelings for you right now. So think about your person, think about their energy, or bring their appearance to your mind's eye, and then one group is going to call to you the most. It's going to sort of pop out to you. If you prefer to choose based on the timestamps, all the timestamps are listed in the description box below this video as well, so feel free to check that out. If you feel like you need a bit more time choosing your group, you can also pause the video at this point. You can be guided to more than one group, that's completely fine. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you're finding this video, it's the perfect time to be aligning with the messages found here. So feel free to pick your group. The timestamps for each individual group are in the description box below this reading and also in the pinned comment below this reading. So make sure to check that out, and I'll see everyone in your groups. Hey, get off. Thank you. Hello, group number 1. So if you picked the green origami flower today for your reading, this is going to be your reading for what are their thoughts and feelings for you right now. What are they thinking and feeling for you? Group number 1. So I feel like starting off with the arcana of astrology, just to give us an idea of where your person stands with you and in your relationship at this moment. So Spirit, please, for group number 1 here, what's coming through? What's their person thinking, feeling right now for group number 1? Thank you. So we have here the solar eclipse. So okay, energies are very, very intense with this person. I feel like when the solar eclipse comes through, it's often to sort of indicate a different type of energy. So let's see what else wants to come through. I saw Neptune there. So let's see what's coming through for group number 1, please, Spirit. What's their person thinking and feeling right now? What's their person thinking and feeling right now here, Spirit, for group number 1? For group number 1, please. Thank you. So we have Saturn. Okay, wow, interesting. Powerful energy. Aries on the bottom there, if any of you need confirmation concerning signs. But all right, let's just focus up on the energies here. So as said, when the solar eclipse comes into the reading, it's basically carrying the same potential for opportunity as the regular new moon, but it does come with a warning that you will basically reap 3 times what you sow. So you have to go forward with a clear purpose. So sorry, Michiko is sort of climbing on me, so she's going to be on the video a bit. Yeah, sow, you're going to reap 3 times what you sow. I feel like this person is really getting hit hard by the karma of your situation and your relationship. It feels like this is a quite heavy energy that you have here with this Saturn. Yes, definitely. She agrees here. So very strong energy with Saturn. With Saturn, we also have the energy of feeling restricted. Also the energy of focusing up on wealth and focusing like on work, focusing on the lessons that you are to receive or have yet to receive in this or from this relationship. I feel like it feels like your person is in the middle of trying to figure out where this relationship is leading them. So that's what they're thinking about, and also what their feelings are revolving around. So the feelings are about them feeling basically quite confused about what's going on here. They're trying to figure out why things have happened the way that they have happened in your relationship, and they're trying to gain clarity and some sort of purpose from this connection here. I feel like for most of you, it's going to be that your person is trying to find some type of an understanding of why this relationship happened to them and what lesson they have to learn for themselves, but also from this relationship, from your interaction. So it's that type of energy that is coming through for you guys. I feel like they are in the middle of figuring this out so that they can take a new step, so that they can start something new with Aries being here on the bottom, as the bottom deck energy. So your person is wanting something new. They want some type of energetic moving forward in this connection. They want something new to happen, some type of spark to happen, because I feel like they feel a little bit stuck in this Saturn here. They feel a little bit stuck in the karma of their own situation, of their own doing. Here Spirit is saying. Another thing here with Saturn, what's coming through is this person is deeply focusing on their own processes at the moment. So the processes that they're going through, such as, for example, dark night of the soul or something else, that type of process that has to do with learning and discovering your own patterns, learning your lessons, and sort of trying to figure out what the next steps are, trying to figure out what behaviors have led up to something or what habits we have adapted in order to have something occur to us. So this planet is basically also about structure and rules. So social order is something that's very important to the Saturn energy as well, which might be something that your person is struggling with in your connection at the moment. So something that is about society, that is about sort of restricting them a little bit in this connection. So there might be a situation where, your connection is something that's a little bit unorthodox, out of the ordinary, such as an age gap, for example. Maybe your person is married, maybe you both are in a relationship, maybe they are your boss, maybe they're your mentor, whatever it is, maybe they're even your teacher of some kind, you see them online, or maybe there's just a gap in status, for example, because that's another thing that Saturn does govern here. So it's wealth, that type of energy. So yeah, we have structure, restriction, and order. It's coming through here as well. It does feel like your person is heavily focused on work at the current time as well, so as to not have to deal with this relationship, which is again, like, it's interesting because that's just keeping them in the dark. Just with this solar eclipse coming through, it's like the sun is being blocked, so it's like they're keeping themselves in the dark by focusing on Saturn too much and not allowing themselves to take the necessary steps here, even though they do feel the energy of the necessary steps that they have to take coming forward to them. So that energy is something that is on the horizon. They are thinking about acting towards you and stepping up towards you, so they're taking initiative towards this relationship. But at the same time, it feels like they are keeping themselves stuck here. And they are keeping themselves in the dark, but unintentionally they're doing this. Okay, so let's see what else here, Spirit. What else for group number 1? So what are their thoughts and feelings here Spirit, please. What are their thoughts and feelings? We have Magician and the Mirror. Okay. Yes, your person is trying to understand why things have manifested for them the way that they have in this connection, in this relationship. It feels like this connection is something that's quite heavy, difficult, and just, yeah, it's been hard for your person. This has been a heavy connection for them to deal with, for them to work through. I feel like there have been a lot of tower moments in this connection, and your person is now on the verge of just trying to figure out why things have happened today the way that they have happened to them. Because with this Magician, it feels like they are trying to figure out why this has manifested for them. So what is inside of them, like in that internal karma that this has manifested for them in the outside world, and also what type of energy are you mirroring to them? What type of energy is this connection mirroring to them and teaching them about themselves? So there's a strong focusing on mirroring, the mirroring energy. So how is the outside mirroring to me my insides and my own internal world? So what is the more general abstract notion of this connection is that this person is currently thinking about what are their lessons, what is being mirrored outside. They're trying to understand. They're in the strong, like, focused thinking mode, sort of trying to structuralize and order up this connection into some like chunks and bits of information that they can process, that they can understand, so that they can know how to move forward with you and with themselves and with this connection. What they are feeling here, they are feeling quite confused. They're feeling a little bit out of their center. They don't really know where to go, what to do. You know, this person feels like they usually know, they have a straight path, they know where they want to go. But for you here, it feels like they're being quite confused. They're being like, okay, what now? What do I have to learn? Do I still have to learn these lessons? Haven't I learned this already? You know, it's like that type of confusion. They're sort of scratching their head type of a confusion, you know. That's what's at least the image that comes to mind for your person here. Scratching their head, sorry. So what else, Spirit, for group number 1 here? For group number 1, please. For group number 1, what else? What are they thinking and feeling here, Spirit? What's coming through for group number 1? We have all tied up. Okay, interesting. So we have all tied up. Your person feels like they are being tied up by everything, like by society, by themselves, by their own opposing beliefs. So there's a huge opposition here. No wonder Saturn's here. No wonder the solar eclipse is here. You know, this is heavy energy. This is very heavy, you guys. You know, this person is about just feeling tied up at the same time as desiring something that's out there and feeling like they are unable to come towards it, unable to get it, and unable to really process currently and understand what exactly are the whole makings of the structure that they are finding themselves in at this time. With this all tied up, it does feel like this person is either occupied by some type of a restriction that's either their own home situation, either they are married, either, you know, it's a situation that has to do with work, or it's some type of social expectation of them to act in a certain way. So they feel sort of like pressure from society to perform in a certain manner towards you, towards this relationship, to have this work out in a way that is desirable, not just for themselves, but also and in how society sees this. So there's a huge focus here on how society and how the whole structure of society is influencing this connection. You know, and I feel like your person is really mostly struggling with this. For some of you, it's going to be like they're also struggling with marriage and having a third party in this situation. Maybe you having a third party in this situation as well. But, you know, they're mostly struggling with like not seeing the end here, not really knowing where to go, because the situation is so complex. It feels like it feels very, very complex for you guys. especially like from your person's point of view, it feels very complex. It feels like they don't know what to do exactly. They're just trying to figure out to the best of their abilities what they have to learn here and to take the best action for everyone involved. So let's see. We have here contract. Yeah. Again, we are continuing with the heavy messages. Contract is about just the life contract. I feel like you made this contract with this person, and that's just a message for you. That's not something they're thinking and feeling right now. That's just spirit stepping in to tell you that, yeah, you made a soul contract with this person, coming in to meet them and to learn these lessons with them. Another thing coming through here in regards to their thoughts and feelings, more specifically with contract here, is again that focus on just the law constitutional aspects of marriage. So I feel like, or either, just a business contract or something that's like obligatory due to law. Something is holding this person in check, in line, restricting them with all tied up, restricting them with Saturn there, that they cannot step forward. They have to fulfill their end of the bargain. It does feel like this is all in the soul contract for both of you, for you to figure out what you want through this connection. Even though it's super painful, I am recognizing that the painful aspects of this connection, spirit is saying, like the higher self is saying, that the energy here is to teach you about what it is that you're really wanting, what it is that you're not wanting. So the contrast between the two, wanting, not wanting, and going towards what it is that you want, what is the most self-loving action for you to do in this connection towards yourself and towards the other person. So that's basically what you're learning here, because the situation does feel quite difficult. It feels like there are many doors sort of being shut on this, and you're sort of left with the only door. The only door is doing what you know is self-loving for yourself and for the other person. And I feel like this act and figuring that out, this is what's going to lead you here towards blossoming abundance, which is on the bottom of the deck here. So blossoming abundance as the bottom deck energy is your end result, and your person's end result here as well. So it's all about sort of just recognizing what door is being opened for you and what is the most self-loving act that you can give yourself. It's almost about what type of energy do I want to give myself, what is the most self-loving thing that I can do for myself in this connection. Then you can also have a conversation with your person, about what this might be for them, so that you can reach some type of an agreement and harmony in this connection. But overall, it's just about that, finding the doors that are open for you and sort of working towards that. It feels like that there's a huge amount of pressure sort of turned up in this connection just because of this reason, because of this contract reason, so that you have to find like that door that is leading you towards more self-love, towards enlightenment. So, right, let's see, let's give you maybe one or two cards from the Lover's Oracle now. Lover's Oracle, Spirit, please, for group number 1, what does Spirit want to say here? Okay, we have wait, don't rush into it, allow nature to take its course. So Spirit is inviting you to wait it out in this connection. It's all going to come together, but now is not the time to act, even though your person also does feel like they want to act. They're also really in the understanding, sort of grounded in the understanding that they do have to wait, that they do have to come to terms with this connection, that they do have to accept what is coming through here, which is leading us to this acceptance card, which is acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. All right, so your person is really trying to just understand, accept what cannot be changed, and sort of understand what can be changed. And also the most crucial part of this is to know the difference between the two. to know what can be changed, what cannot be changed, and then work towards what can be changed. But the crucial, the most difficult aspect here is knowing what's the difference between the two, what can and cannot be. And I feel like this is where your person is at right now. So let's give you just some guidance. I feel like the Rose Oracle is the guidance for you right now. So Spirit, please, for group number 1 here. For group number 1, please. For group number 1, thank you. Okay, we have the Holy Grail energy coming through for you guys. So let us see what wants to be said here. So I'm going to just open the booklet to see what is written in the booklet, what type of message is coming through here. But overall, the Holy Grail is here letting you know to stop the endless search and to focus on the inner quest. Right, so the Holy Grail is basically asking you to ask yourself, how can you go within and focus more on what really matters here? The Holy Grail is basically the ultimate spiritual quest. Many people see quests as physical places to journey, to conquer or find, but perhaps the Grail is an invitation to go inwards as well. So that's your message, to connect with the grace within, to find it without. To realize that this journey of drinking from the eternal well is to find it deep within as the part of us that cannot be extinguished. Also, perhaps this is why the rose is a symbol that goes with the Grail here, because her petals basically are calling us to spiral in. For it's in the place that is within, in our internal world, that we find the nectar of all that we have searched for patiently, waiting for us to return to it. So your message here is to stop looking without, stop the endless searching, and turn your gaze inward when it comes to this connection. I feel like this is basically the place where you can go to really focus inwardly and find what is self-loving to you here, to realize what it is that you're trying to create, what it is that you are trying to harvest, and to celebrate that. So that's all I have for you, my group number 1. Thank you so much for connecting with me and for sharing your energy. Hopefully this gave you some clarity, this gave you some guidance as to where you stand with your person right now. I want to thank myself, my guides, and also Michiko here on my lap, sleeping, for allowing us to channel this, for contributing her little energy here to our reading today. Thank you to all the guide spirits that have been facilitating this reading as well. Thank you, group number 1, for sharing your energy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. If you're interested in booking personal tarot readings with me, all the information about that can be found in the description box below this video. You can check out my website. I have the prices listed on my website, as well as the possibilities for personal tarot readings that I offer over there. So I'm looking forward to connecting with you soon and wishing you all the best. Bye. Mwah. Hello, group number 2. So if you picked this pink origami flower, this is going to be a reading today for what are their thoughts and feelings for you right now. Alright, so we are going to be starting off this reading with the Arcana of Astrology, just to get an energetic update into what is your person's overall energy towards this connection. I do want to point out also I have Michiko, so our new little addition to the family, on my lap. There might be meowing throughout the reading or just some overall chaos that comes with the kitten. So let's see what comes through for you, group number 2. So Spirit, please, what's their person thinking and feeling here? What's coming through here? What's the overall energy for group number 2, please, Spirit? What's the overall energy for group number 2? One more card, please. One more card for group number 2. we have Vesta, okay, and we have the 8th house. We have Sagittarius on the bottom. It's quite uplifting. Sagittarius here. Okay, we have the 8th house. So let's see what comes through here. The 8th house is it's governed by Scorpio, and it is basically ruled by Pluto as well. This one has to do with the realm of reincarnation, which encompasses the areas of life such as sex, death, and also taxes. A person might be doing taxes. Maybe they are quite busy with their work schedule at the moment. But also Spirit wants to point out with the 8th house here that there are no gray areas in this house. So it feels like your person is not approaching this connection through the spectrum of gray, but just black or white. So things are either black or white here. Things are either good or bad here. So shared resources are also a very big theme in the 8th house. So your person might be dealing with, their finances or assets in some way, trying to figure that out, which in some way applies to this connection as well. I'm not really sure what that is all about, but maybe your person is trying to sort of figure out their life, sort of structure up their life for you before you two sort of end up living together or end up moving together. For some of you, it feels like that's the energy that's coming through. So your person does feel like they want to have things really organized before everything goes more serious between the two of you. The 8th house is also the energy of a lot of self-reflection, okay? So it's about retreating into our own inner sanctum for rest, rejuvenation, and self-understanding, self-awareness. So regardless of whether or not this is the energy of the planets are known for in the 8th house, this is always what is taking place. Okay, so it's about self-understanding, understanding oneself in this connection. It feels like that's what your person is doing here, sort of trying to figure out what type of role they have been playing in this connection between the two of you. Another thing, just adding up to the previous thing, because that's coming through here now as well. This person might be also like struggling a little bit with bills, taxes, or deadlines at the moment. All right, so maybe that's why they have maybe taken a little bit of a retreat away for some of you, because they are focusing up on their studies or focusing up on their work, focusing up to meet deadlines of some kind. Okay, so that's maybe why they are not so communicatory lately, which has maybe led you to this tarot reading. But for others of you, this person is also focusing on or putting a lot of time into just self-reflection, trying to figure out who they are in this connection, what is their evolution in this connection. So it's almost like, this house, because it's Scorpio, it's almost like taking a long and hard walk with the absolute worst parts of yourself sometimes, really trying to understand who you are. And for that, sometimes we have to look into the shadow. So it does feel like this person is really trying to understand their shadow better here. There is some energy of torture and death, new situations here available for them as well. Death and rebirth energy is present for you with the 8th house. Also some energy of taboo and the mystical arts are here as well. Maybe your person is just trying to figure some things out. Maybe they're someone who is trying to practice something occult here as well. But that's not all that is to this connection, because we do have a lot of self-reflection, a lot of the hard energy of just getting acquainted with your shadow here. But we also have Vesta, and Vesta, this is like the keeper energy. This is a very uplifting energy. This is all about, representing a higher calling within ourselves. So it's about understanding that we all have the potential for complete service and devotion in our lives. So, you know, your person, I feel like why they are intensely looking within, they're also intensely realizing that they want to have something more fulfilling with you, that they want this connection to develop into something more fulfilling for them, that they want to offer you service and devotion in your connection. So yes, basically it's all about that. It's about nurturing warmth, focus, devotion, tending to the other person, and also just having patience with them, understanding them, not rushing into things here either. It's all about looking within. Yes, these are both very, very introspective cards. So I feel like there's a lot of curiosity with Sagittarius being here on the bottom of the deck, to look within, to understand oneself at the current moment in a very open manner, to understand the bad and the good, positives about oneself, to really focus up on the wholeness of one's own potential and what one can give in a connection, in a partnership. So this is all about inspiration, Vesta, as well here. So yeah, I feel like Vesta, another thing that's coming through here is sacrifice. So Vesta is also a little bit about, you know, making sure that you are not overdoing yourself or overexerting yourself in a connection. So I feel it's like this person is thinking about how much they're willing to sacrifice for this connection, and they're allowing their intuition and instincts to sort of guide them in that energy, to guide them in their direction. And they're sort of trying to understand how much they want to give. They're trying to sort of understand what type of balance they want to give into this relationship, so that they can give it their 110% when they decide that now is the right time to pursue this, to go into this connection with you. I feel like, yeah, their feelings currently are very much focused internally. It's almost like the lights are all focused on them. And you know what they say about the light, add a light and you add another shadow. So it's all about, you know, light focused on them, self-reflection, self-awareness focused on them, but that's also allowing them to go very, very deep here with Scorpio, allowing them to see many shadows, allowing them to see things that they have not seen about themselves for a really long time, or maybe ever. So yeah, that's why this energy is a little bit difficult, but also it's quite uplifting, because I mean, this person is approaching this with a lot of curiosity. As we said here with Sagittarius, we have arrows on the bottom of the deck. So love and Mars here, a person coming into the divine masculine energy. So we have a lot of passion, definitely. With Sagittarius, we have a lot of optimistic energy as well. So Sagittarius is or comes with this drive to understand everything around the Sagittarius. So it's like this person is diving deep to understand everything about themselves, but also they're very optimistic about this connection. They're very much hopeful about what is to come through your interactions and through your connection. We have this energy of exploration here and gaining knowledge. Also the energy of commitment is present in this connection. Sometimes the Sagittarius is a little bit commitment phobic, so you know, your person might be dealing with that, might be also looking at that to understand how to find the balance between these two. So commitment on the one side, non-commitment on the other, or shadow of that non-commitment on the other, and so how to balance these two out. So that's what's coming through here. Another thing that's coming through here is this person might be, for some of you, focusing on religion at the time, or focusing more on just religious practices, religious texts at this moment. We have a search energy definitely present here. A search is very, very potent throughout the whole feeling phase. So they are searching. The energy that they are in is searching. We also have a little bit of a clinginess and irritability. clinginess to old ideas, clinginess to the black or white energy, clinginess to that sort of energy of wanting it to be sort of easy is what's coming through here. Easy to understand, easy to go through, easy to work with. But it doesn't feel like it's that easy for your person. So let's see now what else. Let's just take these cards. So for group number 2, please, Spirit, what are their thoughts and feelings at the moment for group number 2, please? We have here the 3rd chakra, Archangel Chamuel. So we have the solar plexus, taking in that energy, taking in that self-reflection to gain self-confidence, self-esteem, self-awareness to propel them forward. So it's about having self-confidence to move themselves forward. So it does feel like this person is going to be coming towards you very, very quickly here. We have arrows on the bottom here as well. So, you know, this is all about just getting up the courage, getting up the self-understanding to know where one wants to go, where one stands and where one wants to go here. We have Healer of the Ages. Yeah, gaining awareness. It's what's coming through here. This is almost like, I am here, I'm ready for you to shine your light on me, or oh dear Lord, Savior. You know, it's about that, allowing themselves to be embedded in the sun's light, the light codes, to see their shadow, to recognize that, and to accept that as a part of themselves. I feel like the energy here is overall just very like searching within, inner journey type of energy in this connection. Like this person is really looking within to find answers, looking within to find their shadow, to understand their shadow. They're doing this in a very mature way. You know, it feels like they're very mature about all of this, just the way that they're approaching themselves. It doesn't feel like they are berating themselves for their shadow or for their woundings. It feels like they're accepting their woundings for what they are, being very, very open towards what is coming through, and being sort of loving towards themselves, which is such a very beautiful energy to step into and to feel. So it feels like this person is healing what needs to be healed within themselves in this connection at the moment, in order for them to step into their best self. And they're taking this time to just rest and rejuvenate, take some time off to reflect on themselves here. We have also financial constraints here. We have carrying connections on the bottom of the deck here. I'm also going to take this one, but I do want to point out we have financial constraints. So I feel like I mentioned this in this group, something about taxes, deadlines, or something like that with the 8th house. I feel like this person might be struggling financially at the time a little bit, or, you know, they might have had a big thing that they bought, so they are sort of trying to level out their finances at the moment, which is something that might be constraining them in your connection as well. Maybe they want to, you know, sort of show up as someone who has a lot of money to offer, someone who can buy you things, or someone who can really contribute more to your well-being. And so that's why they're maybe stepping back a bit so that they can get their finances in order again. And we have carrying connections. So overall, very positive, beautiful energy here. This person has your back. It's the type of energy that has your back energetically. You know, it's like they want to protect you, they want to love you, they want to nurture you, they want to be there for you, but they want to be there for you as their best self, as not someone who is figuring things out, especially financially, especially if you're dealing here with a masculine male. So they really want to be someone who is a provider for you, who is offering that provider energy for the woman holding a heart here. So we have journey on the bottom again, which is just clarifying and letting us know that, yeah, this person is focusing on an inward journey in order to, you know, come towards you with a loving heart, to nurture you, to protect you, to offer you guidance and like a safe haven, or that sort of just holding space for you type of energy, which is a full divine masculine energy that this person wants to provide and give to you. They see you as someone very nurturing, very loving, very loyal, very beautiful, and sort of very, very gentle. in your energy. So yeah, very loving energy coming up from your person here. They are searching for themselves, not for themselves, but they're searching to get their physical life, it feels like, for most of you, in order here. Which is allowing some things to come up for them, but overall I don't see major issues in this connection for you guys. It feels like just this person is trying to figure out where they stand, you know, trying to figure out their physicality so that they can then step up towards you with self-confidence here. So let's see what else, Spirit, for group number 2. What else, what type of message do you want to convey to group number 2 here? What wants to come through? We have twin flames. We have give blessing for love. Okay, just let's start from the beginning. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. So yeah, again, just a clarification, just again a confirmation that your person is taking an inward journey. They are searching within to find answers about themselves, about this connection. We have twin flames here. Your passion ignites. This person is very connected to you. They might be your soulmate or your twin flame. We have a caring connection here. So I mean, this is saying something very, very deep. This is saying something incredibly powerful about you guys. You know, this is about a connection that can last a lifetime. This is a very powerful, transforming connection. This person sees you as the other part of themselves, quite literally, I have to say, with twin flame coming through as what are they thinking and feeling. This is just a confirmation that your person might even be aware that you are a twin flame to them, or that you are a really, really strong soulmate connection to them, and they really appreciate you here for that as well. So we have give thanks for the blessings of love. Another thing, just swooping in a message that I have to share, is that your person wants to say they're super grateful for you, and they want to say that they really, really adore you, that they really love you, and they're sorry that they are maybe not as present in your life as you might wish them. They're sorry that they are, you know, just taking this time off almost with the 8th house to figure their things out. I feel like it pains them as well. I feel your pain is what I'm feeling, I'm thinking into, or just hearing from them. So they definitely feel you very, very strongly. They know that you are in pain, that you are not together as you two would wish to be together at this time. But, you know, they want you to know that their love for you is very, very deep, and that they are coming for you, that they cannot let you go, that you are sort of engraved within them. So this is not a connection they can just pass up on. It's not something that they can let go of, and they're very grateful for you for that, for everything that you have given them in this connection, for everything that you are and everything you are yet to become with the twin flame energy here. Okay. With that little detour here, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Yeah, that's the optimistic energy here. You know, with the Sagittarius, that optimism, that clarity. I know where I stand. I know where I have to be. I know that this is going to come. I just have to focus up, be positive, be optimistic. It's not even about, you know, focusing up and putting a lot of effort into this. It feels like this person is safe in the knowledge that you two are going to be together. It's just going to take some time for them to just do what needs to be done for themselves before they are ready to tap into this connection more fully. All right, so let's give you some guidance now. So guidance, please, for group number 2, please, Spirit. Guidance for group number 2. Guidance, please, for group number 2, please. Okay, we have 2 cards. We have the Great Mother coming through for you, and we also have, what else do we have? Okay, we have the Release the Petals. So these are both quite deep energies, quite deep cards to be getting. So let's look into this more in more detail. So the Great Mother, first of all, this one is saying surrender to the mystery and fall into her arms. So the rose transmission basically for this card is the energy that Spirit wants you to know is the following. So you have to become ready to embrace the extremes of your life. And now I'm just going to talk in the first person, but what is meant is it's about you. So this is how you should be feeling, or you should be looking at your life, or attempt to look at your life. So I lay all that I'm carrying onto the altar and fall into the Great Mother's arms. I'm ready to embrace the extremes of my life. Okay, so we often see things as either good or bad. Interesting with the 8th house here. When things go well, and we make it mean that everything is okay, and when things don't work out, then perhaps we've done something wrong or have something to fix. But the Great Mother is here to let you know that we've forgotten that life on earth isn't like that. Polarity is at the core of the earth experience, and it's through the polar extremes that we grow the most, okay? So you're not meant to avoid the night, the shadow, and the winter. This life is but a single breath in the inextinguishable existence of your experience as a soul. So Spirit is inviting you to hand over your worries, hurt, sorrow, fears, and doubts to the Great Mother. Lay them on her altar, surrender to the sureness of the soil of nature, and fall fully into her arms. Surrender to the mystery woven through it all. This card is to let you know that you have to remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be very, very magnificent. That like unrestrained joy is closer to grief than we think. And perhaps the more wildly the pendulum of your life swings one way or the other, the more you can say, I have truly lived this life. All right, so the more that you experience the positives and the negatives in this life, the more that you can say at the end of your life, okay, this is the life that I have truly lived, I have truly experienced and gotten to know what life has to offer me. So there's some similarity here coming through just from this guidance card for you, group number 2, and for your person. There's some similarity. You're both being called within at this time. And the similar energy is here with the release the petals. So release the petals, the keywords here are transformation, death and rebirth, shedding and all change. And the soul inquiry for this card is, what are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? Okay, so basically this is a card of change and transformation. Courage is required for the rebirth to happen. And you know, as the rose hip knows and the phoenix does also, we need to surrender what was to the earth to one day be able to transform anew. Very, very synchronistic, both of these, to give to the soil again, give to nature your pain, your problems. So we can grasp the petals of the past as the changing winds blow, but eventually as the release the petals say, you'll discover that change is coming, change is near, change is already here. And while what once was is no longer, and what soon will be is not yet, it's time to release your petals to the wind with wild abandon at this moment for the chance to begin anew. To offer what once was to the wind and let it nourish the seeds within your own self. So it's time to surrender to the transformation that is waiting for you so the transformation can happen, okay? Had the rose not released its petals, the rose hip would not have come to be. When we gather the courage to release what was, we are greeted by the fruits of the future, okay? So that's your guidance. You need to release. And again, I just want to repeat the soul inquiry for this card because it's very relevant for you. Group number 2, what are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? All right, so this is what you have to do to get yourself to the new story. You decide, and it's all coming together. Here I'm feeling for both of you. It's all just reaching togetherness. If you need some type of guidance what to do here with these cards, I would invite you to just go outside, go in nature, put your hands like this on the soil and imagine releasing all of your problems down into the grass, into the soil, into the Mother Earth. So it's almost like you imagine, you visualize, or whatever it is that you have to do, you can just think that energy is leaving your hands, through your fingers, through this area over here, the palm, just letting it all be released into the soil and allow the earth to just take up that energy so that you're not alone in that, so that you are sort of being supported by the great Mother of Earth. All right, so that's what I have for you, my group number 2. Thank you so much for connecting with me. I want to thank all of our spirit guides, spiritual teams, myself and Michiko here sleeping on my lap for this beautiful transmission of energy. I hope this was helpful to you, my beautiful group number 2. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. If you're interested in booking personal tarot readings with me, all the information about that can be found in the description box below this video. Make sure to check that out if you're interested. I have all my prices listed on my website, all right, and also everything that I offer in terms of personal readings, the possibilities, it's all listed on my website as well, so make sure to check that out. I'm wishing you all the best, my beautiful group number 2, and looking forward to connecting with you soon in another video. Bye. Mwah. Hello, group number 3. So welcome to your reading. If you picked the blue origami flower, I always want to say either rose or orchid flower for this group, I don't know why. So group number 3, the blue origami flower for you. This is going to be your reading. We're going to start off this reading with some arcana of astrology to tap into the general energy. I also do want to point out Michiko, so our new addition to the family, our new little kitten, is sleeping on my lap right now, so there might be some waking up happening throughout the reading, or not. She slept through the entire group number through 2 very, very peacefully. So let's see how it goes. But I just want to point that out so that you're not surprised if suddenly a kitten appears, or there's some meowing in the distance somewhere. So let's see for group number 3 here, Spirit, please now. What is their person thinking and feeling here, Spirit? What's their person thinking and feeling for group number 3 here? Okay, we have the 12th house, interesting. We have the 8th house, okay. And anything else, Spirit, please? Okay, we have ascendant energy. Okay, I feel like that's it. They want me to stop there. We have Gemini on the bottom of the deck. Gemini is the card of the lovers, so maybe some soulmates here. Okay, let's start this off. So let's start it off with the 12th house first. So the 12th house is the energy of the undoing, basically. Okay, so this feels like it's going to be quite heavy as well. I don't know why, but all the groups are like a little bit heavy today. Like we have the 12th house, we have 8th house here. It's interesting. It's got a bit of a heavy energy. Maybe you guys are just going through a lot of self-transformation at this time as a collective, but there's a lot coming through here. All right, so what's coming through with the 12th house? The 12th house is ruled by Pisces and Neptune, so the house type here is very emotional, and the 12th house represents secrets, institutions, and also karma. All right, so it's an intense area of the birth chart and is often avoided by us on a conscious level. This is the place or the home of hidden activities and the behaviors we keep private. Because this house is associated heavily with the subconscious, it has direct ties to psychology and therapy. So, I don't want you to consider this in a negative way, even though the 12th house is considered a negative house, one of misfortune sometimes, but that is due to the fact that we avoid the sorts of subjects that live here. All right, this is a direct parallel to how we deal with the others, the shadows, or the people who are, sort of on the edge of society, how we deal with that. Sort of like homeless people, for example, or people who are currently in crisis. So, yeah, I feel like with this card, what your person is feeling, they're currently in a period of crisis or self-doubt, but at the same time, they do know that there is nothing really wrong with them. They're sort of there, they're a little bit worried, but they also feel like they have clarity, they have guidance, they have that polarity that everything is okay as well. I feel like your person might really be working through difficult trauma and mental health struggles currently, with this card being here, and also with the 8th house, which is ruled by Scorpio and Pluto here. So both of these are both, just energies of diving deep within your subconscious, diving deep within your shadow, finding all kinds of monsters and devils there that you have to contend with and deal with. Just that's the energy here. This is very difficult, not gonna lie. Your person, whatever they're going through, what's their truth in this connection, it's difficult. We have the ascendant here, which for me, the ascendant is also stepping into your authentic self, your authentic being. So I feel like through this trouble that they're dealing with, they're stepping into getting to know more of their true self, who they really, really are. All right. So that's what's coming through here. This is about some type of depression maybe here as well with the 12th house. Your person might be very, very private, might be currently very sort of secluded, might have separated themselves a little bit to just be more self-reflective, or not be so outgoing, for example. It feels like they're going through a little bit of a crisis of their true self at this time. So who they truly are, that's the crisis that they are dealing with. They're keeping some secrets here as well from other people, maybe also from you, it feels like. And there's a little bit of an energy of illusion that's permeating this reading as well. So I feel like they might have had illusions that have been broken down here, with the 8th house coming through with that death energy, death and rebirth of Pluto coming through here. I also want to point out, as I did in the second reading, so if some of you resonated with the second reading or wanted to listen to that one, I would maybe suggest you listen to that one as well, because there are some similarities here with like crises, dealing with like financial issues, for example, some things like struggles concerning bills or taxes or deadlines are what's coming through here for you guys as well with the 8th house. All right. Another thing that's coming through here is, the 8th house is also ruling areas of life such as sex, death, taxes. We all love taxes, don't we? But yeah, like your person might be really trying to keep secret that they have a lot of sexual desire towards you, a lot of passion towards you, a lot of just things that they feel like they maybe should not be feeling towards you here with the 12th house. The 12th house is that hideaway, castaway energy, that energy that you sort of suppressed, push down towards the subconscious energy. And it's something that's really ruling over them at the same time. So it does feel like your person is very attracted to you with both of these cards, but they are not yet stepping the authenticity of that. They're not owning up to that energy. It might be that they're thinking that is wrong for any reason. It might be so many reasons. Maybe there's an age gap, maybe there's a status differences, maybe there's, the energy that they are not supposed to be feeling towards you like that. Maybe they are, too old to something, fill in the blank, whatever it is for you guys. This is just the energy that's coming through here. What else? Yeah, the eighth house can also cause us to retreat into our own inner sanctum for self-reflection, okay? Regardless of whether now is the time for that or not. So it might be that your person is also really, really thinking about what is important to them, what is not important to them. They are gaining awareness of themselves, like higher, bigger awareness. They're also gaining awareness of the mask that they used to wear, or that they still maybe wear for some of you with ascendant here. Okay, so with the ascendant, when the ascendant appears in a reading, this card is telling us to be our most authentic self, okay? So this is telling us that we have very much to offer to the world, and we shouldn't be ashamed of who we are. So it's also telling us to not wait until our time is here. It's almost just to always, now is the time to start actually living. Now is the time, is the ascendant energy. So the ascendant's job is basically to put people into a form that other people can see and interact with. It's almost like the ascendant represents what is known as our social mask, while the word mask implies a sort of fraudulence, sort of like an illusion that the 12th house deals with here. The ascendant is also a huge part of our core self and personality. So how we are seen by others and how we interact with the world is determined by this sign. So overall, I feel like your person is coming to an understanding of what masks they have been wearing in society up until now, what no longer serves, what no longer works. That's an important one. No longer works, because this is a period of crisis for your person here. This is also a period of journeying within. The ascendant is also the energy of the journey of life, of filter, of expression and interactions. So it feels like this person is diving deep to know what does not work for them and to recognize what does work for them, so that they can really, understand who they truly are, who they are meant to be here, with the ascendant energy coming through for you. All right, so now just to finish this up with Gemini, and then we're going to be getting some other cards. With the Gemini here, we have the inquisitive nature, we have some energy of mischief, we have someone who is social. So it feels like your person might be coming out of their shell soon. We have here also the full moon, so things are coming towards a completion with you guys, so that this person can come towards you again with confidence and begin to socialize with the Gemini energy showing up. So we have also intellect here, opinions, and duality is what's represented by Gemini. So duality and also contrast is a big part of our journeys. So I feel like what this person is going through, they're going through just recognizing the extreme difficulty that they have karmically accumulated for themselves with these two cards, and recognizing through this difficulty, through the hardships here, what their true focus should be on, what their true authenticity is like, where their values lie, where their wishes lie, what type of person they want to be towards themselves, but also externally towards other people, towards you here. So it feels like they're definitely thinking a lot about what type of person they want to be towards you, what type of person they want to express themselves as. Internally, it feels like they're going through just a lot of hardship right now with both of these cards, but also ascendant here. There's a huge journey that your person is on right now. Might be dark night of the soul. I feel like this has just been so repetitive lately. Like a lot of videos lately have at least one group with the dark night of the soul energy, and it's just very fascinating for me. But just overall, this is the time, of reflection. This is the time of reckoning, even for your person. They're going through a lot, emotionally, internally. Things are hard, difficult for them. They're just looking at their life, sort of realizing how they might have been fake, you know, and realizing what type of person they want to be in the future. So I feel like this person is going on a new road, going on a road towards their authenticity. And they're gaining understanding. This is a card of intelligence, so they're gaining understanding. They are becoming more knowledgeable about who they want to be. I feel like this is overall very positive. You know, the silver lining of this whole reading is that this person is coming through. They have almost reached a completion energy in this connection, so they are coming through. Yeah, the completion energy with the world. They are going to come towards the world with a new different personality, a new different face that is more representative of their ideal energy. With the world, they also want to travel towards you, so they're thinking about traveling towards you, coming towards you. And we have victory, so this person wants to have victory with you. They know that they are going to have victory with you. They're sort of very set upon just being with you, knowing you, being present with you, and having a beautiful connection with you. So it feels like just the energy of you is keeping them more positive. It's keeping this silver lining there, you know. The main goal here is to figure this out and to have closure in this connection, to bring closure. Man holding a coin here, yes. To bring closure. The divine masculine energy is represented here. Doesn't have to be that your person is a man, but you know, this is still representing the aspect of action. So your person is wanting to take action here with the man. And we have goddess of the moon. So we have like a beautiful empress energy. This is, to me, just representing you as the divine feminine and your person there as the divine masculine. They're just amazed by your beauty is what's coming through here. They are very enchanted by you. This person is really putting you on a pedestal. This person thinks of you as the empress, as someone who has it all, as someone who is beyond perfect for them, as someone who really gets them, as someone who they resonate with on a very deep level. So it feels like, you know, your person right now, they're in a very self-reflective level, both in their mind and in their heart, and they're really recognizing the beauty that you have and the beauty that you have brought into their life. So it's just very beautiful, a beautiful beauty. We have storm warnings. Yeah, your person is going through a lot of stormy weather right now with all of these three cards. Difficult times, crises, as said before, big crisis energy. Maybe crisis also financially for some of you. You know, just really hardships, real hardships. Maybe that's also, you know, why they have not been in contact. This person is really trying to figure it out. We have the sixth chakra. Okay, with the sixth chakra, I feel like you know your person. You're already on an intuitive level connected to them, and they're connected with you. They know this. They know you two are connected with me. They can feel you. They can feel into your energy, Spirit is saying. Whether they know it or not, you know, they might subconsciously be able to feel into your energy, might be having dreams about you as well here. You know, very deep, very vivid dreams about you and about your connection at this time, which is the energy of them waking up, you know, very, very happy, but at the same time sort of saddened that you two are not yet together, if that's the case for you guys. But it feels like there's a difficulty here, so there is a certain separation that most of you guys are in watching this video here. But yeah, this person wants you to know that they are there with you spiritually, emotionally, energetically. They are together with you. You just have to feel into them and to become aware of that energy, awake to that energy, sort of awaken to that energy is what Spirit is saying. Okay, one more card please, Spirit, for group number 3. We have woman holding a coin. Yes. So we had man holding a coin, woman holding a coin. Your person thinks of you as soulmates. They think of you as sacred connection, So they really see you as abundant, as having it all. I almost feel like, why do you need me? You already have it all type of energy, you know. I feel like this person is really putting themselves down. They're really going through it hard. But overall, they see you as someone truly, truly divine. You know, you are physically abundant, beautiful, majestic even. You know, this person sees you in the highest of lights. So let's see what else with the oracle, with the Lover's oracle now. Let's see what comes through. For group number 3, please, Spirit, what wants to come through here? Thank you. So we have playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. So Spirit is inviting you to reach out to towards your person, especially with this image. It feels like, you know, the element of reaching out is huge here. To reach out towards them, to invite them joyfully to spend some time together with you. If that resonates, of course, for you guys. If that does not resonate, it's just about bringing more playful energy into this connection, not thinking about your person negatively, because that is something that is going to impact them. But it's, you know, it's about thinking highly and in a positive light towards this connection. This is what's very, very necessary here, especially since that is also influencing the subconscious, the collective energy of both of you. And since you are very, very connected, that's going to influence your person as well. With the tree card here, I'm just getting the energy of, you know, trees in a forest. They're intimately linked, very connected. They depend on one another, which is something that maybe you two need to do more of as well. If that is not possible to do in the physical, do that emotionally, energetically towards your person. Is definitely going to help towards manifesting a miracle. So manifesting miracles is your card. Spirit is letting you know that your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Okay, so follow your guidance system. Follow your gut feeling in this situation with your person. Follow what you know is right, and everything is going to be perfect. Remember, this energy, this what we are in right now, everything around you, it's like a learning hologram. All right, so you cannot make a wrong choice in a hologram. You know, you cannot make a wrong choice here. It's all going to lead you towards something new, something better. It's all about just realizing that yes, you can fulfill your potential. You can give yourself what you want. You can manifest what it is that you are wanting. You have all the power to do that. You just have to have the initiative, the action to start. So Spirit, please, let's give group number 2 the last piece of advice, last piece of guidance here. Thank you. We have to release the petals. This one came through in group number 2 as well. Let's give you just one more card, please. Okay, and we have the Anointed. Interesting. Answer the call, leadership, empowerment, and soul gifts. All right, so I'm just going to get a booklet out for the release the petals energy. Let me just find it real quick. So release the petals here. This one is about transformation, death and rebirth, shedding and all change. And what Spirit wants you to ask here is, what are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? All right, so what are you clinging to in this connection for fear that nothing is going to come take its place? Why are you not acting out in love towards this person to just create change and transformation? With release the petals. All right, so the release the petals, this is a card of change and transformation. Obviously, courage is required for the rebirth to happen though. Okay, so also is the shedding of various parts of an organism, such as a plant dropping a leaf, flower, fruit, or seed. So the rose hip knows, just as the phoenix does, that we need to surrender what was to the earth to one day be transformed anew. Okay, we can grasp the petals of the past as the changing winds blow, but eventually we will always discover that change is coming, change is near, change is already here. And while what once is no longer and what soon will be is not yet, it's time to release your petals to the wind with wild abandon at this time for the chance to begin anew. Okay, so to offer what once was to the wind and to let it nourish you back with the seeds within. It's time to surrender now to the transformation that is waiting for you. Okay, it's time to surrender so the transformation can take place. And when we gather the courage to release what was, we are always greeted by the fruits of the future. So just have faith, trust that everything is working out for the best here as you release your petals. Trust that much better things are coming towards you as a result of that energy. And then here we have the Anointed. This is answer the call. Okay, so 3 cards answer the call. Manifesting miracles, this one. It's all asking you to answer the call of spirit and asking you towards leadership, empowerment, and recognizing the soul gifts. So the soul inquiry here is, how are you being called to step forward and lead, all right, as a feminine presence, as a masculine presence? How are you being called forward and lead? This is going to be different for all of you. You have to find your own authentic way of leading, however, you know. Remember, your own authentic way, what is it that you value, and step into what works best for you, not just what society expects you to do. All right, so what this card is all about is you're being called to deeply trust the call that you've been hearing. Okay? To lead, and to lead. The path you're here to pave has not been walked the way you'll walk it. And as with all ancient initiations, healers, visionaries, creatives, leaders, etc., you're just one magnificent thread in the tapestry of life. So Spirit is inviting you to go your own way, trust the road that beckons you forth, and always be led from within your own self with the Anointed. You're here to lead and also take the lead in your connection. I feel like some of you might have difficulty hearing this, but it might be necessary for some of you to recognize that and to know that it is okay. Remember, this is a learning hologram. This environment, we cannot make wrong choices here. It's all about just a choice, and then that's going to lead you to another choice, and then to another choice. It's not going to be bad. What is bad is standing in one place so that you just suffer without really growing and releasing the petals so that new things can blossom up and new seeds can begin to sprout up again for you. So that's all I have for you, my group number 3. I hope that made sense. I hope it gave you clarity and guidance so that you know how to proceed with a more clear intention. Thank you for sharing your energy. I want to thank all of our spirit guides, spiritual teams, and Michiko here on my lap, sleeping soundly throughout the whole reading. So thank you so much, everyone present, for contributing your energy to this group. Group number 3, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you're interested in booking personal tarot readings with me, all the information about that can be found on my website. I have all the prices listed on my website, as well as all the possibilities of tarot readings that I offer listed over there. So make sure to check that out if you're interested. Other than that, just sending you so much love, so much light, and looking forward to connecting with you soon in another video. Bye. Mwah.